Good morning. Welcome back to the
morning.
BACID workshop, the second day, and this one is the private session to put everything together and to give the final document to Peja. So I was thinking to structure our work in like in three different steps, like short time and small budget, and then like medium time, and then long time, something, or medium long time. So 2 or 3 steps, something like that, maybe. I don't know, what do you think?
So the recommendations and next steps, like in short term, mid-term, and long term, kind of.
Yeah.
I think we can try if we find recommendations in every category, and then.
Yeah.
And maybe we can also have some. I think it also could make sense to split the recommendations into the 3 parts, to say there's the mountain bike topic, there's the like cycling travelers long distance, or the trails, national and international trails, and there's the topic of the urban cycling. And if we work with these 3 dimensions of time and the three it's kind of more, it's different areas or different, just different types of cycling.
Of issues, yeah, sure. Then we can give them, so like already some idea. I think that at this point we can maybe put together, so urban cycle and pedestrian, not to split.
I had the same idea, actually. I had the same idea yesterday, where I thought if they should not only, for example, I think it would not be good to have only a cycling master plan. It should be a pedestrian and cycling master plan at the same time. That's what you mean, to think.
Yeah, because it's like, if they start to think on, so it's just to underline that they need to think, they don't need to think separately, but to put the two different category together.
Yeah, I fully agree. I really had the same thought, and I even thought, does it make sense to have a mobility plan for the whole city? It's also an option, but then it's getting bigger and bigger. And so it is also an option to have a mobility plan considering all means of transport. I think public transport doesn't play a big role because it's too small for public transport, I guess. So it's car traffic. But I think it makes the most sense to have a walking and cycling, because car traffic is working anyways, in a way. So, I mean, of course, when you think about walking and cycling measures, you will also have to include measures that will deal with car traffic, but the focus should be on pedestrian
and cycling.
And bicycle, cycling, it's an integral. It's integrated, because if you do a cycle path and take away space from the pedestrians, it's also not good. Or you have to think how to improve both at the same time, and not just only cycling. It doesn't make sense. And if they're a city of pedestrians, it makes even more sense to take up what's already good and improve that also. I'm sure they have a lot of issues where they can improve walking as well.
I was thinking, so let's start from the short term and small budget actions idea. What do you think?
Yeah. So we start with the urban topic.
Yeah. I think so. Let me write down everything. So then, so short term. And small budget. And we can say that the idea is to raise the awareness for cycling and pedestrian.
Yeah. I mean, we can put more focus on cycling now, as we were talking a lot on cycling. It's okay. I think we don't need to turn it like, we need to have like a 50-50 now, but we can, in everything we propose, we think of both, if it makes sense.
So, I would say something we were proposing yesterday, so something like the COVID ciclovia. So then we can find out a better name.
Maybe the headline is like, like making use of the COVID situation. As you said yesterday, I like the ideas also.
Because I think it doesn't cost a lot.
No.
It's like you can do it like with a small budget, but really, really small. And is also you don't have to go through a strong political decision. You only need support.
No, and I think maybe we can propose different things. We can propose kind of the small, like a ciclovia, closing one street. That's one option. Doing a family bike ride is another option. They also can do both if they want. They can in 1 month they can do this, because the ciclovia is maybe more, it's on one street, maybe on one main street, and the bicycle ride could be something where you just go all over the city, and you can do the one or you can do the other, whatever they like more, or they can do both.
Something like the kiddie Calmex, for the children, the one that is doing Rad Lobby, for that they are starting from in front of the Museum Quartier, and is for the children. So, and the children.
I wouldn't call it maybe critical mass is more.
Okay, family bike ride, is more neutral.
Yeah.
Okay. Closing one street, family bike ride. Okay, then what?
Or you could have different. You can have once a family bike ride, but you could also do an Easter bike ride. I don't know. You can have different, like mottos, different.
Yeah, Christmas or New Year's.
Or New Christmas bike ride, and everybody's like wearing, I don't know, like Christmas hats. I don't know if they celebrate Christmas there. They're mainly Muslim. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Orthodox. I don't know if.
Yeah, let's say New Year's. So
New
it's
Year's better. It's much. Yeah, it's better.
it's
And New
easier.
Year's bike ride. Yeah, they could do that. Like if the weather is okay.
Yeah. Should be great.
And if only 15 people are going and they're having fun and they're maybe then in the newspaper and it's something that raises awareness.
Yeah. And so then it's like let's do IPEJA and Cyclists Sans Frontières. They can have like an active role.
They can organize, yeah. And maybe what they also could do is like something like Rätseloase or some pop-up in some streets. I don't know if it makes sense there, but they could have some.
Is parklet, some parklet.
Something like that. You can start with such things. You always can start, and if you say there's a place where it makes sense. Parklet, yeah. And what they could do in summer, I don't know if they have a heat problem, or they could also do a cool street or a cool place with a fountain or some, I don't know. This is already too complicated.
Yeah, so I think in Vienna was complicated because we were like more or less 70, right? But Vienna is quite big, so I think for them should not be a problem.
Maybe you just need the fire workers. You take a pipe and put some water someplace and do something and have some attraction also for children to cool down.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they have the river and it's fine also, but this could just be an idea what they could do, and they can develop it as they want. A cool place in summer.
And were you involved in the the name was
Coole Straße. No, I wasn't.
Coole Straße, let me check the.
On the Mobilitätsagentur webpage, there are some, I'm sure there are some pictures of it. The Mobilitätsagentur organized it.
Yeah. We were like taking stuff to the, we were delivering stuff to the Kohlestraße.
Yeah. So I think that's already pretty much for short term.
I think for what I saw, so I think this one is like something new that we are proposing, but I think one other important thing, I think they need to sit together and put in order mapping the potential. So it's like they already have a lot of, or put in order to the material they already have, because they already have a lot. They already have a lot of stuff and people with knowledge about the topic. Something like put in order.
What they could do is they could have a round table, a cycling round table.
Yeah,
all people interested 4 times a year, every 3 months. There's a cycling round table. Also, other people can come. People could come that just normal citizens, but it's in a cafe, a cycling cafe, or something like that. People who want to participate, maybe they can create some momentum or get more people to help them also. Cycling cafe every 3 months.
Perfect. And
there they can discuss the ideas, and if they feel like they want to meet more often, they can do it. But this like, could be public for everyone could join, and who wants to talk, share.
And then maybe also you were speaking that in the small town there is like a referent for the bike, for bikes, so for everything related to bikes.
Yeah, like a
I
bike
think,
responsible
yeah,
person.
this one is, so maybe I don't know how is the
Virtu?
the guys that we through. I think is like have a biker find nominate a biker responsible in the
Yeah, maybe we can call it a bike officer or something. An official bike officer, not now it's informal. He's
yeah,
taking
an
the role
official.
without any official, but this would be already a gesture, a sign to everybody that there is a bike officer.
Yeah, yes, and I think these three altogether so are they can implement quite easy and fast.
Yeah, that's a lot already what they can do.
Yeah, because then it's like they can start is a good starting point.
Yeah,
I can say.
definitely.
And I think this one so is we point the focus on urban cycle and in pedestrian cycle.
Yeah.
But then this one is the short time is really is for all three different kind of cycling.
Yeah.
Because then it's like they need like an official bike officer, then to go on with the other. Because if you are speaking with a tour operator or stuff like that, then you need like a representative, a person in charge for the rules, and then that can one or two persons. So I don't know how they want to go on. And so let's say that for the short term is for every kind of cycling.
Yeah. Maybe it's good because we're not the experts with the mountain bike stuff and such things. Maybe we do the short term, mid-term, long term for the urban cycling, and then just have measures for the other types without exactly defining if this is short term or long term.
Yeah,
maybe it's easier like that. But if we can manage to define or to group that as well, then it's also okay. But if not, so what would be the midterm?
I think for the others, so they only need they need really to is something that is coming, that is growing after the urban cycle. So when they have a structure for the city, for the urban for the cyclist riding in the city, and they put order in the city, then it's quite easy to go to make something better for the mountain biker and for the long travel trip.
And I think they have a lot of experience or expertise already with the other things. Of course, they could need some expertise from others from abroad, but we're not the ones probably who.
No, it's like we can put together ideas, and because we are also cyclists, you are working the cyclist field, so and then it's like, yeah, let's see what is. Okay.
So what would be the midterm?
Then midterm. I would say like mapping the potential and master plan.
Yeah. Probably the master plan, the walking and cycling master plan is the main issue for.
Master plan, walking and cycling master plan.
And they could start with some pilot projects as well, start planning and implementing some pilot projects, like doing a cycle track somewhere or starting with a cycle path to Radici. I'm not sure whether we should split mid-term and long-term, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's like we can also put together mid-long term.
Let's put it together because we will not get that many measures for each category.
Starting planning and implementing small project. I would say like I am looking for a word like so wirklich so like auf Deutsch ist so Netzwerke, aber wie getrennte Radwege, so something like really that you are constructing something only for that you are doing something that you are protecting the cyclists and the
separate bike path, you mean?
Yeah,
or?
Yeah, separate bike path.
They can, creating a. Yeah, maybe can do it too from Peja to Radici and say this is our first real.
Yeah.
And they can could also do some test projects, like with cycle tracks. You can also just paint something and see if it works or not. It's not that expensive. And like maybe the one of the most important things is to define the bicycle network. I think that's really important. That's part of a master plan, of course. But that's
bicycle network. Okay.
Network, and then that's also part of a master plan, defining an action plan, saying what is to do, what needs to be done.
Okay. Bicycle network. Okay. Working, starting, test project. And then I think at this point, we should already, or maybe short. Coming back to the short term.
Yeah, the mayor should go visit some places.
Yeah, for mid long term, because right now I think for the next year is
mayor's visit to cycling cities.
And then for the short, I was thinking something more for the short term, small budget. We can say we can improve the material of from the tourist office.
Yeah. Upgrade,
yeah, right.
Map and tourist information. City map and
is the cultural trail map and touristic.
And maybe we can just give them some hints what they in which way they could upgrade or improve it.
And yesterday I discovered, I received a, you remember this map? This one is a PDF.
Okay, I didn't see that, I think, but
yeah, is Heritage Cycling Trail Kosovo West.
Yeah, that's the one he was talking about.
Yeah, and
so and then going back in 2 days or something like that.
Yeah, he sent me yesterday evening. So on the Google Maps the same one. So I think they only put some small the small number and a description. What are you going to see? But this I think is like this one is useless. So it's like you cannot. So we can say that they should improve like the material from the touristic info.
Yeah.
And then we can make we can speak and then say, yeah, you can do this, this, and this. Okay.
And of course, they continue with ongoing activities. Like we should also mention that. I don't know what they said they have a lot of promotion on Facebook, like promoting their bicycles, promoting the tours. Of course, they should go on with what's already
what already exists. Then coming back to mid longer term, we came to Major. Should visit some cycling city. Then maybe it's like we can also make a mountain bike master plan, something, or a mountain bike,
or a concept. Maybe it's more a concept.
Yeah,
they can do a concept for the mountain bike trails, but not only the trails, but concept for mountain bike activities or mountain bike tours. No, I don't know what is the right.
I think with the word activities, you are also putting inside, for example, some hotel, so some bar where you can stop, or some.
And the same they could do. They could even like have a concept for the long distance trails or the cultural trails. And
I think regarding this point, yesterday we were asking about the Eurovelo and how they can contact Eurovelo. I find out it's like if you see there, I'm going to send you the link. It's like they can easily write an email when they have like an idea. It's like it's like there is Eurovelo management team and Eurovelo council. And
if we put then the contact into the presentation, then it's fine. There is one.
And then, for example, if you go to the to the page of National Eurovelo Coordination Center and coordinators. It's like they are also how to create a national Eurovelo, center.
Yeah, that's good.
And there is no, right now there is no Eurovelo center in Kosovo, so they can start easily to work on contact Eurovelo. And this one is okay, contact Eurovelo and give. Okay. Then
another aspect would be the know-how transfer with other, I don't know, tour operators or mountain bike areas. They should also go watch other places to get inspired and could invite others.
Yeah, I think it's like I was going around Austria this summer, and here in Austria is running the regional tourist office are working quite well. My girlfriend works in the Austrian tourist office, so Werbung.
Yeah.
But the good, so they were putting together the information came from the regional level, and I also checked, so they are both good for mountain bike and Eurovelo. They are, so it's like we can go, we can say it's like some regional Austrian tourist office, and they also, I think they also have like budget for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We don't say that, but so it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then maybe it's like could be also interesting to invite some tour operator.
Yeah, sure.
And let me check what else we can. And I think so. We can start to grow. So like the idea should grow up, and maybe if they have the contact with the national point to create a starting proposing the national by master plan, something like that.
Yeah, but maybe the first, I think a master plan for it's maybe too much at the moment. But a network, I think maybe what they could do is like that they could do a bicycle network all over the country. So like it's.
Yeah, I think that this point can go in a parallel way with the contacting with the contact of Eurovelo.
Yeah, sure. But master plan is maybe too much.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah.
National Bike Path Network, Bikeway. And another I don't know where to put it, but yesterday we asked, can you bring your bike in the train? And they say also the cyclists, they say we don't know about that.
You don't do it. You could,
Yeah.
but you don't do it.
Yeah, and so it's like, maybe it's like to check if it's really possible, and or make pressure to the national railway company to give the possibility to bring your own bike.
Actually, this I think this should be part of the concept for cultural and long distance trails. Let's say, for instance, you go to some place and then you feel, no, it's too far to go back, or for some reason you want to go only one way, but you, on the way back you want to take the train or a bus or whatever. I would include that transportation, bike transportation and public transport. It's related, I think, to the concept for the trails, because imagine you go somewhere and then the weather is really getting bad and you need to come back, and then it would be good.
Yeah, it's like
In Austria, many people take the train, go to Passau, and then they cycle back to Vienna. Like everybody's doing that. Maybe you don't want to go both ways. You just want to go one way.
Is the for example, it's like I was working from Passau to Vienna and from Vienna to Budapest, and at every day we have like the closest railway station. If somebody don't want to ride a bike, we are putting him or her in the train, and then we will meet at the evening, in the afternoon, when we are coming to the next stop.
Yeah. So, but this is very much related to, I go longer distances.
But maybe
or I access the trail that is 30 kilometers away and I start there.
Or maybe it's like, could be interesting for the people that are coming to the airport, and then it's like they want to maybe to visit Pristina.
Yeah.
Cycling like 1-2 days to Pristina, and then there are no nice path from Pristina to Peja, and they want to, or also for the maybe some the commuters, or if you need to do something from Peja, go to Pristina, and you can take your own bike and then like ride through Pristina and then come back.
Yeah.
Could be like a multi-level solution for me.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I have another thought that, like, just while talking, the thought came, like, for the midterm and long term, I think the headline could be creating a system but because what they say is they have some random initiatives now, and the short term would also be kind of
random, mix.
And then,
but I think for the
midterm and long term could be as the systematic approach to cycling, to urban cycling, to the trails, and also to the mountain bike. That it's really it's getting systematic, and it's not just. And of course, connected with the systematic approach is that there's a concept, there's a master plan for the urban walking and cycling, that there's a concept for the mountain bike, and that there's a concept for the trails, a consistent concept containing all the aspects that we need, including hotel, accommodation, transportation of bicycles, bike rental. Everything is included in this concept. So this could be kind of the basis of the midterm and long term. Let's go systematic in three different categories. And part of these getting systematic, we have.
I think like we can maybe the title of the document could be "Let's Go Systematic," something like that.
Yeah.
And then the short-term small budget ideas are like create a base
We could have a fun slogan that is, because the slogan of it's let's go Peja. It's the slogan of the NGO, and we turn it into Peja, Rufzeichen, let's go systematic, or cycling in Peja, let's go systematic.
Yeah.
So then it's a nice slogan.
Yeah. Nice.
Cycling in Peja, let's go systematic. So it plays with the let's go Peja.
Yeah.
And it's actually in one sentence what needs to be done.
Yeah, great.
And getting systematic is like having master plans, having concepts,
yeah,
comprehensive, consistent concepts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So short term and
for the moment, I think also maybe
is enough. I think we already collect a lot of ideas.
Maybe now it's good if we really start getting
to put
documents. What I could do is I could do a little bit of some 2 or 3 slides or 4, trying to do an assessment of, like, saying, current situation. Little bit trying to put something together.
Yeah.
And then the best practices, actually, we can mainly use the ones we presented yesterday. It's a lot of in there. And you could prepare what we now have been collecting in the recommendation part, and I sent to you all the slides, and you put them together.
Yeah, perfect.
And ideally we would meet at 1.
Okay, great.
And together and go through the collection.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not a super, like, maybe some picture is missing somewhere, then we can put in, like, picture to be
some
added.
Maybe some link to some website, maybe. So
so if we're not totally finished with all the graphical but the presentation, we can finish it in 1 hour afterwards or so.
Yeah.
But actually it would be good to finish everything today as good as possible.
Yeah, I send an email to Banu to clarify this point. So my idea is, like, today we are going to present. Just before the presentation, I'm going to send to everybody through Zoom. There is a template for the evaluation about the for the workshop evaluation. So the people. So this one is something like administrative stuff that I want to say to you. Then we are going to present the document that we are going to make now, and then is like, I want to give this document to the all the document that we did. We are giving to the Albanian partner, and they are responsible to translate the document. And then we are giving everything to Banur, Eutropia, and they are going to prepare the document for the reporting phase. And then we are going to send the invoices.
That's perfect. And for now, you start putting together things, writing the recommendations, and I deliver you some slides, current situation. I deliver you slides, best practices. You add if you have some more material. And then you write the recommendations with our slogan, cycling in Peja.
Perfect. I'm going to use the same template as before. And then I was thinking also to add the best practice of Klimaktiv, that they have all the best practice for the small and medium town, and like references and collection of ideas and facts about bike. Okay, so let's meet at 1 there. I'm going to send you the link.
Yeah, and I sent you the material and you just
Okay.
put it
Perfect.
together. Okay.
Dann bis
You
später.
can.
Ciao.
Okay.